Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? Going? Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're sharing this broadcast. This is your boy Q, and I am filling in for my boy Hendrix, which is usually on Wednesday night. Wednesday nights with Happy Hour with Hendrix. So, of course, my boy Hendrix is still a little bit under the weather. We want to send all our prayers and our thoughts out there to him. Bro, if you're watching, we sure appreciate you, man. Continue to get rest, continue to feel better, and we'll get to see you soon. We'll get to see you real soon. Definitely that. Definitely that. So I'm trying to get my glasses to be fixed on this show while I'm doing it. So listen, of course, if you want to join the conversation, go ahead and make sure that you drop us a comment so we'd be more than so I'll go ahead and read this for you. Today's date is January the 27th, 2021. It's a Wednesday night, and I am so excited to be here with you. So I am sharing this broadcast right now. Thank you so much again to all the groups that allow Mash Gas to share into your different feeds. So we should appreciate that. Thank you again. And so I am definitely doing this right now so we could go ahead and get you started. What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitter? What's up, all of y'all? We should appreciate it. So get some of y'all to come on in just a second, making sure you guys can see me and all that good stuff and making sure that you guys is cool. So I'm going to give myself just a few more seconds to get this everything shared and stuff like that. And if you don't mind giving me just a brief moment, I will definitely be right back. So give me a quick 30 seconds, get this shared. I'll see you in a sec. Yo, I am back. So thank you so much again for watching. And let's go ahead and get started with the show. We got a comment already. What's going on? What's going on, sis? How you doing? What's up? What's up? Share this broadcast, everybody. Thank you so much. I hadn't put none of my stuff up on here. But again, the name of the show is Stupid is Real. That is the name of my show. You'll catch me usually on second and fourth Mondays. Monday Night Madness with Miss Shimmy is on first and third Mondays. So you'll be able to see me on by myself, solo dolo, with my show that again is called Stupid is Real. Stupid is real because it is definitely the truth. So I am again, I'm sharing the broadcast and all this good stuff, and we got everything shared and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's continue our conversation from the other night. So we talked about a lot of different things on the other night. We talked about, of course, why do colored people tell everybody, about your business and about your loved ones and stuff when they die, and they beat you telling everybody or whatever before you get a chance to say something to the people or say something to anybody. You know what? Let me get my bell. Hold on for a second. Let me get my bell. Hold on, hold on. I need my bill. I need my bill. I need my bill because my bill is my savior. So I need my bill. And then we talk about, when people be like, fuck your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Don't be offended when somebody don't care about your feelings. You should not ever, ever be concerned when someone is not considerate of your feelings, especially when it comes to relationships that, are already strained, that you've been dealing with somebody, and how like some of us do, we'll sit back and be like, I wonder if we still supposed to be friends, or I wonder if if I'm still supposed to be in this person's life and all that good stuff. And what happens is that sometimes when people go through their life and they go through situations, including you and myself, what happens is that you'll go through life, and then some people that you were at one point in time you were cool with, you probably still love them, but you were cool with or whatever. And what happens is that once they're done going through what they go through, they be like, your feelings don't even matter anymore. They just don't matter. And they be like, fuck your feelings, And so you may get one word responses, and things of that nature. They will definitely show you when they don't want to have anything else to do with you. And I want to definitely touch on that for a second. When there is someone that has been in your life or whatever, and you guys either have a disagreement or you fall out, or whatever the case it is, whatever, you have to be able to understand that there isn't in any way, listen to me, there is no way that you should be in a place where you have to do your best to be somebody's friend when they don't want anything to do with you. And when they show you who they are, you always believe them. Because again, friendships change, relationships change, all kind of things like that change. And so when we're in a place like that or whatever, you don't have to be in somebody's face trying to be, cool with them or try to refurbish relationships and stuff like that that you don't need to. Because at the end of the day, it's only been one person that's going to judge you. And of course, or one entity that's going to judge you. And that's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that is. I'm glad y'all good. I need my bell, Mo, because I need to ring the bell. The bell is what it's for. We got to always have a bell, Mo. You know that. Hey, Arbra, what's up? How you doing? Praise the Lord. So we talked about that. Also, what we also talked about real quick on Monday night, we also talked about how your child's mouth is bad because you made it that way. And remember, I showed the actual picture. I'm not going to show it tonight, but it was a picture of a mother with a very long tongue, and her tongue was coming out of her child's tongue, and she was lashing. The child was lashing another child that had a very, very defeated demeanor. The child was crying and all this kind of stuff. And the picture just shows definitely that what you say and how you say it around your children definitely does impact people around you. Come on, give me some hearts, give me some likes, because I know I'm talking about some good stuff in here. Give me some comments, let me know that you're listening. So you have people that literally run their mouths, especially around their children, and they run their mouths and they get around all of these people. And when your kids are around these people or around their children, you come to find out how much your child really talks. Have you ever been in a situation before? And what is the saying, especially in black households? What goes on in this house stays in this house. Come on, Marina Bell on that. Because that's what we do. What goes on in this house stays in this house. That's what we do. That's what we say. That's what we are raised on. That is definitely what we are taught to do. Come on, somebody. Talk to do. And when we are taught that, what happens is we grow up in our lives holding secrets, keeping things from one another. We grow up in our lives holding in different things that we should let out at appropriate times, like therapy or when you are communicating with someone. Because one secret turns into five, and five turns into 15, 20. And so, honestly, we talked about that. We talked about how our parents, your parents, anybody's parents, sometimes they can say some cruel things about people. We talked about it. How y'all do it. Come on, ladies, how y'all would do it at the church house. When somebody getting on your nerves, and you talking about Sister Brasha and how Sister Brasha is a tramp and how she be all up in the pastor's face, and then you'll say that around your kids or your children is walking around here listening to your conversation, and then the next thing you know, you don't got around sister, your kids don't got around Sister Brasha, and you like, hey girl, and then your children like, hey Sister Brasha, how's the pastor doing? Sister Brasha be like, why is this child asking me about the pastor? Go and instantly let that person know that you've been running your mouth, and because y'all just don't give a damn. Y'all don't give. Let me fix that, because y'all let me do the show. Y'all let me do the show, and I had that statement all wrong. Y'all let me do the show, and y'all had me let me do that statement all wrong. But that's okay. I got it right now. Is y'all just don't give a damn. Y'all just don't give a damn. Just don't give a damn what you say around your children, how some of y'all behave around your kids, and then like I said, and I talked about disrespectful ass men and how some of these men are walking around here, these little boys walking around here, all in their feelings, running their mouth and talking and got something to say, or they got a chip on their shoulder. They are raised not to respect women, and they're raised to disrespect mothers and ignore fathers. Some of these children are so disrespectful, and some of these kids, they don't have any, I won't say they won't have any home training, because there's such thing as good home training and there's a such thing as bad home training. Hello. I know I'm in the house tonight. You ain't got to tell me that. Thank you, sis. Preach. I shall. I shall. But anyway, we talked about that, about why your child's mouth is so bad. Your child's mouth is bad because your mouth is bad. Now, as we become older and as we become a little bit more wise, and your parents find out that you use profanity, depending on how cool your parent is, you like my mama, I can't, now I might let a couple of words slip like damn or something. If I'm upset or something, she'll let me speak my free mind. But ain't no way I'm walking around my mom to my fuck that bitch or man, you a hoe. I ain't walking around my mama doing that because y'all just don't give a damn. And then Mo said all the time, I always try to take up for the teenagers and stuff, but Mo said all the time, you run around here and you 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, you having sex, doing grown folks stuff, then you get pregnant. And then everybody's supposed to come to your rescue because you went out there and you done acted too grown. Oh, I know I'm in here. All of y'all share this broadcast. Go ahead and do that for us. We sure appreciate your support and Mash Gas. And again, before I get started with the rest of my show, viewer discretion is advised. This conversation is our opinion, my opinion, of course, and it's for your entertainment only. Please be 18 or older to watch. However, we prefer you to be 21 years old. So our conversation tonight is for entertainment, and I want you to do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe to us on all social media. Definitely subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much. We sure appreciate it. Thank you. We sure appreciate your Twitter. Thank you. If you guys have a Twitter account, go ahead and jump on and tweet us at The Gas. And I don't know why they gave us that. We tried Mash the Gas, but it's been The Gas, and we'll take The Gas because I'm mashing The Gas tonight. Oh, yeah, I'm going there tonight. I got a couple of things I want to talk about, and I'm going to dog some people, and I don't even give a shit because, quite frankly, some of y'all are too goddamn thirsty. It's ridiculous. Too goddamn thirsty. But we'll go there in just a minute. Make sure that you go ahead and tweet us. And of course, we love all of our Twitch fans. So please check us out on Twitch at Mash the Gas Entertainment. So again, we should appreciate it. And again, the name of this show is Stupid is Real. So let's go ahead and I want to talk about our sponsor for the week. Our sponsor for the week, of course, is a great business at this time. We should appreciate her sponsoring us this week. Our sponsor is, of course, let me get that off there so y'all can see. F&S Tax Services, virtual, fast, and efficient. Please contact Miss Felicia. That's my girl, Miss Felicia Howard, at 214-927-3660. She get your maximum refund guaranteed. Okay, you can reach her also at f.howard at fnstaxservice.com. Again, go ahead and make sure you get this information. If you need someone to do your taxes, give you some information. Felicia is thebomb.com. She's going to definitely make sure that you get what you need. Go ahead and give her a call today. Again, that's FNS Tax Services, virtual, fast, and efficient. And we appreciate Felicia for supporting Mash Gas on this week. So we appreciate you. FNS Tax Services. We'll be talking about them a little bit later, and then actually we'll have her on pretty shortly. So definitely, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, if y'all liking what you're hearing here, give me some hearts, give me some likes, give me some like the hearts, and then the thumbs up and some laughs and stuff like. If I make you laugh or whatever, or if you can't believe what the hell I say, go ahead and say, that kind of deal. Let me know what y'all got going on. So we sure appreciate you. So thank you so much. So let's go ahead, like I said, and get started with the show. So today, I want to make y'all laugh. So I want y'all to definitely let me know what you think. Now, my granny was like this too. Let me tell you something. My granny, you didn't play with her. My granny liked guns. We grew up in Highland Hills. My granny was packing. My uncles were packing. We had rifles all over the house. We grew up in a environment where there were firearms. And so that's one of the reasons why I like guns. And so what happens is there is a grandma on here that reminded me of my grandmama. And I definitely want you to take a look at this clip. Again, it is hilarious, but at the same time, it's serious or whatever. But kudos to grandma. I'm so glad she handled that situation because I knew she was gonna go ahead and take care of her business. And here she is, and I want to share this with you. So you guys tell me what you think about this video. We're gonna discuss it in a second. Let's go ahead and get that started. Here goes Grandma. Here we go.
You first saw on 11 Alive, and hundreds of thousands of people have been watching this across the country. A pistol-packing Jackson County grandmother who took on a burglar, and Aisha, she has a lot to say tonight.
You know, Ron, so it was back on February 12th when Gwendolyn Agad shot at a man trying to break into her house. Now, the authorities got there. Now, this woman, as Hope Ford found out tonight, she is a sharpshooter with an even sharper tongue. With an even sharper tongue. She had a lot to say.
Whenever I got to her house, she looked right at me and said, "Do you really want to know what I said to him?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And off she went.
Mother, if you come in here, you're a dead son. That's a promise.
That's Gwendolyn Agad. At first, she didn't want to talk on camera about her story. She didn't see the big deal. But when we shared the story on social media, so many viewers said they were proud and that they would do the same thing. So we knew we had to try to talk to her again.
I come to the conclusion that you are not going to leave me alone. So why don't I just go ahead and do it? And you know, and it probably will help somebody.
Agad says the man grabbed a rubber mallet from a neighbor's shed and broke in.
Something hit that door. Bam!
The glass shattered. He went inside naked.
He didn't have pants on.
Warning shot. But the man went upstairs and started ransacking her home.
Since the 38 didn't do the trick, she grabbed her .45 revolver. Agad called 911 and started giving them the play-by-play, and you can hear the fear in her voice.
Please hurry. Please hurry. Please. Lord have mercy.
But she wasn't going to let the burglar know she was scared. When the man tried to come downstairs, Agad fired another warning shot.
He said, "Are you trying to kill me?" I said, "Oh, you finally got the message."
Deputies would finally arrive and arrest the man. Agad never thought she would have to fire
her guns, but she'd do it all over again if needed.
I don't know what his intention was, but I know what mine was.
And, you know,
So let's talk about this real quick. Thank you so much for watching this real quick. And again, thank you for the clip for the news station out there in Atlanta or whatever it's called, Up Late ATL. We appreciate the actual video. So we got a pistol packing grandma. Now look, now imagine that if your grandmama looked like her, okay, and somebody is coming into the house. You get the man, first of all, didn't have on no clothes. You go in this woman's house and she shoot not one gun. She shot two guns. She got her little gun. It didn't work. Then she got her big gun. And he was like, "What are you trying to do? Kill me?" And she is basically saying, "You come another step closer and you're going to get capped." Now, I don't know what that, you know, first of all, we need grandmamas like that. Well, I mean, where my grandmamas at? That's like that. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't play that. Everybody on the neighborhood, everybody in the neighborhood knew who my grandmama was. If you walk past our house, that's Miss Overstreet house. Everybody knew who she was. Nobody didn't play with her. I mean, it was, you knew it. You know, we need them old school grannies back out there. You know what I'm saying? To get some of these folk in line, because let me tell you, one person that folk will be headed, will be literally hesitant to disrespect, and that's grandmama, because grandmama will surprise you. You know, grandmama, you know, will get that energy real quick, and you don't even know where that energy coming from, and you be looking all crazy trying to figure out why grandmama did that to you, and she do it to you because of the fact that you disrespect. And let me tell you, my grandmama didn't play that. Granny had it on lockdown. If you gonna come up in here with all of this, I got something for you. And that's just the way they was. We need them old school grandmamas. We need the old school grandmas. Sis says, yes, that reminded me of my granny. She made a statement and went viral with it. She went viral with it. And let me tell you, you know, it takes, you know, only, you know, a lot of crazy stuff to go viral. But because of the fact that she was desiring to protect her home, and she thought about her family and thought about people that matter to her. Man, let me tell you, I miss them grandmamas. Where is the grandmamas at? The ones that are getting your shit. You know what I'm saying? When you talk noise, you know what I'm saying? Get that pistol on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what she did. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do that. I know, sis. I know. A lot of our grandmoms and stuff are heading on in the glory and heading on in. But I'm gonna tell you something. You still got a few of them out there that'll still get with you, and they'll get with you in a heartbeat. But I like Granny. I liked her. I liked her. Just liked her. I loved her. Yeah, that 9mm and that shotgun coming out, and she meant it. She meant it. She meant it. She meant it. She definitely meant it. So listen, for all of those of you that are out there that are watching, first of all, share this video. Go ahead and give us some comments. We should appreciate that. But if you got a grandmama like that, go ahead and give me some likes and give me some hearts up. And if you miss your granny, if she's not living no more, God bless her, you know, and she was like that, or that reminded you of your grandma, you know, give us some likes, give us some hearts, let us know, you know, talk to us. And so we'd be more than happy, definitely, to read your comments. Again, thank you so much. Again, thanks for watching. Drop us a comment. I just said it, just want to put it on there. So that's one thing definitely I wanted to show y'all, because a lot of people ain't playing around with you, and you're not gonna come in and take what they don't work for. And that's the thing, you know, older people have more pride, you know, in the things, in their work ethic, in the things that they accomplish, you know, especially, you know, back in the day when education and the uprising of Black people were just at a total, they were total zero, you know, was zero tolerance for people to be able to, you know, have their own stuff. And you know, and if when you got your own stuff, and when things, you know, start to kind of look up or whatever, it was almost always that there were laws and things in place, you know, that Black people couldn't have their own stuff, even though it was supposed to be separate but equal. Y'all remember that, separate but equal. Don't y'all play with it. Mississippi is not the only state that has separate but equal. Right? So the thing is that, you know, older people have pride and passion in what they did and when they went to work, and, you know, and things like that. That's why you couldn't come in their house acting a damn fool. That's why you couldn't do what you wanted to do in their house. That's why you couldn't act any way and say anything in front of them. You know, that the children sat at the children's table. When there were adults in the house, the kids went to the back. They were not involved in adult conversation. There was a strict divide between who was the adult, who was the kid. That's the way it was back in the day. But now everybody's at the table. I'm with it, sis. Everybody's at the table. Everybody got opinions now. Everybody in their feelings, and everybody, you know, they just doing their thing. So whatever. So let's go ahead and move to the next subject. I'm gonna move to the next subject. Now, this subject that I'm gonna talk about really just bothered the shit out of me when I heard this story today. And this is a true story that I heard. And it's not something that I have an article for, but it is definitely a topic that we need to talk about on tonight. And that topic is thirsty preachers. Thirsty preachers. Thirsty preachers. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what I found out today. So I was minding my own business. I wasn't even talking to nobody. I even halfway like talking to Mo today. I even halfway like talking to her. But I wasn't really talking to nobody today. I've been kind of quiet this week anyway. And so what happens is that a friend of mine had a concert that he wanted to do. This concert or whatever is supposed to be pretty big or whatever, and all this good stuff. And I'm just, you know, the only thing I was asking about was the coronavirus, because, you know, that's the only reason why I haven't gone anywhere is because of COVID. You know, I haven't traveled or nothing. And so he's like, yeah, man, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have that, we're gonna be sanitized, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're taking temperatures, we're doing everything that we can to make sure everybody is safe, right? Well, he decides that he wants to have someone give maybe like a little 15, 20-minute word of encouragement or exhortation, or a 15, 20-minute sermon, if you will, that kind of deal. And so he wanted to find somebody to do that. Well, before he could get it out to try to find this person that he wanted to do this or whatever, he had a preacher to call him, and he was talking to him about it or whatever. He told him, and he was like, well, man, I'll do it. He was like, well, no, man, I really don't want you to do it. There's a certain person for, certain person I have in mind that I want to do this or whatever. He was like, no, man, I'll do it. He was like, well, no, it's okay, man. I'm good. Well, what happened is that old preacher blew up his phone, was trying to get in contact with him. He told me he had about like 15 missed calls from this preacher. He finally picks up the phone. Preacher is still asking, can he preach at this little shindig that my homie is throwing? And he was like, well, no, I already told you that or whatever. Let me tell you something. As a preacher, and I am, some people call me bootleg, and that's fine too. I'm just saying I'm one that you don't push because I cuss you out with no problem. Just not a one. It just doesn't matter with me. The thing is that me, and hopefully no one connected to me, will never, ever beg somebody to preach at nobody's church. I will never beg to preach at nobody's church. Never beg. And let me tell you, that to me is so stupid. It's real. First of all, you walking around here, the real reason that you want to get to this concert and get up in front of these people is because you literally want to have your own concert yourself. And so the thing is that you got to be careful when preachers have an underlying answer to everything. It's all, if there's a reason behind something, if that reason is not clear, I'm telling you right now that there is something behind their thirst. That's just what they is. If you run across somebody that's always trying to get in your mix to do this or get in your mix to do that, maybe they're looking for a little bit of money. Maybe they're looking for a platform or a different platform that they can gain more exposure. And usually this doesn't happen with preachers maybe like Jakes, or Bishop Jakes, I'm sorry, or Bishop Noel Jones, or people like that. That won't happen. But what happens is that when you are a preacher that is upcoming, or your career is stagnant, or you're trying to reinvent yourself, you could get desperate trying to find different things and different avenues to do what you say God has called you to do. Well, I beg to differ. Because my thing is this. If you are someone who you say God has called you and all this good stuff, no one is going to take that from you. That completely belongs to you. My thing is if that's what you say, and that's what you know, and that's what you believe, and you're convicted, and you're holding that to your heart until the day that you die, then you pray for reinvention is what you do. Not jumping on somebody's bandwagon. The Bible talks about your gifts making room for you. You don't have to go into the room when it's already ready for you. All you have to do is be able to be in the right places at the right time. So you got to watch out for people that's always thirsty, especially preachers. And yes, I'm talking to y'all because some of y'all are thirsty as hell. I don't care what nobody say, you're thirsty. Nigga, now I ain't gonna really go off into the coronavirus thing because I can go off on a tangent and I probably won't be able to come back. But see, I think that some of y'all is thirsty because y'all, when they was telling y'all to stay at the house, y'all was rebuking the devil, and you was telling coronavirus to go to hell, and it got worse, and some of you people died because of it. And my thing is, listen, it was already written anyway when we're gonna check up out of here. So that's number one. And then number two, what happened to common sense? I just thought that, the God that I know will always want me to operate in common sense. I thought that, the God that I was trained to know was a God that literally has you going on a path to make sure that you're in a place where you need to be, and you listen for instruction versus trying to find it with things like being thirsty, trying to get the light bill paid. And let me tell you something. Hold on, what am I drinking? Let me tell you something. If you or anybody you know is a pastor or a leader, and your church don't have but 5 to 50 people that's going, unless if those 5 to 50 people is giving you at least $100 a Sunday a piece, you need a job. One moment, please. You need a job. You need to go to work. You need to go to work. And I remember a couple of my crew members is watching when we went to the when we had we had an outing at the barbershop, and Pastor Pimpalone got mad at me because I asked him how many members did he have at his church. He said, well, what did that matter? I said, because if you ain't got but 50 people at your church, you don't need to be having no Gucci on at the barbershop. Who the fuck is you trying to impress at the goddamn barbershop with your fake ass Gucci on? And if your Gucci ain't fake, and if it is real, and if you ain't working and you ain't got but 20 folk at your church, then something is wrong with you. Unless if you are a millionaire, unless if you come into money, unless if you have an excess of reserves that you that you have an abundance of, that you're able to go get your Gucci belts, your Gucci shoes, your Gucci backpack, your Gucci cap, Gucci shirt, and all this good stuff. If you got 5 to 50 members at your damn church and you ain't got no job and they ain't giving you $100 a Sunday, use a pastor pimp. Use a pimp. I don't give a care what you say. I don't give a care if you say I'm a prophet and I'm called to the Lord, and God's going to make a way, and God's going to do this, and God's going to do that, and God's going to take care of me. And listen, let me tell you something. If God understands one thing, He understands money. Jesus even understood money. And the thing is that if you are in a place where you sitting up in here and you going to this dirty church during the coronavirus, and they still talking about a goddamn building fund, and they pastor ain't finding and funding their ass at no job, and you giving your tithes and your offertory, you better go in one of them big old churches where you know your money gonna do some good. I'm just saying. Because it could be quite possible that you're paying for that CTS sitting outside your church with the painted ass reserve sign that says pastor. One moment. Again, we appreciate you watching. The name of the show is Stupid is Real. Not because I'm stupid, because I know I got some screws loose, but because of the fact that, for real, honestly, stupid is real. They real. Stupid real. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't be walking around here accepting BS from people that you know for a fact ain't shit. Because some preachers ain't shit, and that's just what that is. And I'm one of them. Yes, I am. Because I tell you, I will tell you about yourself. I don't care what it is. I've never been that kind of person that would accept BS when it came came to the authority of a preacher. I was talking the other day, my sisters and I, we were talking about how nervous when we were growing up. You couldn't go in the pulpit. You know, you were very nervous to approach the sacred area. Now everybody in the pulpit, the praise and worship leader in the pulpit. And, you know, I'm not talking about women because I believe that, you know, women preachers, and I believe that women have a right to the office or the desk and stuff like that, as we call it, the sacred desk, which is the pulpit or the podium that sits in front of your church every Sunday. I believe that women can do that. Some people don't believe that. To me, I don't care. It doesn't matter what you think. This is what I believe because we got too many women leaders. You know, it's just what it is. Anyway, back to what I was saying. And you got somebody up there and literally they come in there and they fly every Sunday. They hair is cut and they ain't got no job. And if they married and if their wife is working, let's not even go there. Let's not even talk about, I'm sure, the potential mental abuse that's happening in some of these homes, because a lot of people, especially pastors that are quote unquote in full-time ministry, and ain't nothing full-time about what you got going on. I don't see a lot of these churches in the streets taking care of the community. I don't see that. I don't see anybody out here doing the thing. And I'm in the streets all the time as it relates to looking for different things. And I'm online and I'm looking. And I pass by churches that I know, and I know a whole lot of them around this city. And you go around and you look on the Saturday, but y'all have a garage sale, but you won't walk to the apartment complex across the street to say, what can I help you with? Wow. What can I help you with? Hey, Katie. What's up, Katie? Katie is one of the co-hosts of F-Bomb. You'll catch MTG F-Bomb on tomorrow night. They got a fire-ass show for y'all. I can't wait for you to see my F-Bomb crew. What am I drinking? Katie, I am drinking Crown Vanilla and soda, actually. Soda, literally, like not Coke or nothing, but soda, like club soda. It's good, too. Sis, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice with some of these people. I'm trying to be nice with them because they thirsty. They thirsty. How you go? You and another thing, I want some of y'all preachers to stop going around to some of these families that you know and stop asking them, can you be at their funeral and preach their funerals and stuff? I heard about something like that this week because y'all just don't give a damn. Y'all running around here and you just don't give a shit as long as you in a place that you can be seen. Nah. I'm trying to tell you, you better watch them. You better watch them. And I ain't saying nothing that ain't real, because stupid is real. Stupid is definitely real. It's real. It's real. Katie, it is good. It is good, Katie. This vanilla Crown is very good. I just turned it into a soda because you guys know carbonated water does not have anything in it. No calories, no fat, no sugar, no nothing. And I decided that if I wanted to cut down on my soda intake, that I would drink carbonated water. And it works just fine with my alcohol. The only sugar I'm getting is from the Crown and not in the soda. I'm with you, sis. I'm with you. I got I got it. I'm with you. I promise you, I got it. So another thing I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about, because this is important. It's very, very important, honestly. Texas needs to turn blue. ASAP. And I'm gonna leave it like that. We need to turn blue. It's time that we get these greedy ass Republicans. And I know we got some greedy Democrats, and I'm not stupid by any means. It's time for us to get on the bandwagon like Georgia, get out here and get some of these people registered to vote, to let people know how important it is to vote. We need changes in the Texas Congress. Listen, Texas, listen to me. The state of Texas has a reserve literally of telling you about $2 billion of money, of hours that we pay in taxes that we do not have access to. And listen, when it comes down to it, like in this pandemic, Abbott could have wrote a check out for these vaccines. Oh, yes, he could have. Oh, yes, he could have. Your governor could have wrote a check to say Texas need 10 million vaccines. But y'all sitting up here voting, y'all, it don't even matter if I vote. It don't even matter if I vote. I don't even care. You know, it don't even matter because they gonna watch you anyway. Well, if you got a social security number, they know what you're doing anyway. And that's something that you got before you can even fart good, before you can even piss good out your piss pole, before you can even belch, to say the least. You could go and you can vote, and your vote does count. Texas must go blue. We got to do something about Texas going blue. I'm telling you, these greedy ass Republicans, y'all better watch Ted Cruz ass. Y'all better watch him, because I'm telling you, he's embarrassing our great state. Our governor is embarrassing our great state. We need to do what we need to do to make sure that our children that we're raising in the Blue Bonnet State is getting all of what they need. There is no. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, because it's gonna happen real soon. Be looking out for an MTG pop up. It's just be looking out for one, because I'm going into the neighborhoods and I'm gonna show you exactly what Texas money does. I'm gonna show you exactly what Texas money do and what it could do and the potential of it. It don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. We need to stick together, and we have got to get the word out, and it's time for Texas to go blue. Texas ain't being blue since Ann Richards, drunk ass, rest her soul. I like Governor Ann Richards. She was a jig. We know she was a jig. She was a jig when she was literally in a place where she could, go in a meeting, be drunk, and do what she needed to do. But she was a good governor. But she was just a jig. That's what that was. Okay, I don't know how to say this, but maybe you're saying shut up as in maybe you're laughing, but I'm quite frankly sure that you can't make me shut up. So, how you say this, you might need to get a name that somebody can read, because that name that long, y'all look this name, y'all look the name, y'all see the name. If y'all can pronounce that and tell me what the fuck that is, then let me know. Yeah. All right. So, Texas must go blue. It has to go blue. It's time for Texas to go blue. It's time for Texas to go blue. Period. Point blank. Speaking of bullshit, here's some more stupid shit. Stupid is real. Here's some more stupid shit. Now I'm going to share my screen with you for just a brief moment, and I'm going to read an article, and then we're going to have a question. A question came in for us or whatever on last week, but I was unable. I mean, on Monday, but I was unable to do it. But we're going to get to it in a second. So real quick, this is what some more stupid shit. Here it is. Now, your old He is not a champion of mine, and I don't know if y'all heard me or not. I hope you didn't. If you didn't, I'm gonna repeat what I said. Donald Trump, what he was doing is, of course, he set up the office of the former president of the United States, handling his correspondence and all that good stuff. And what's happening now at this moment, yes, what's happening is that he is literally still trying to find different ways to impact the Biden administration. I just want him to lose quietly, is what I want him to do. Lose quietly. That's all we want him to do, is lose quietly. For those of you that could be racist or potentially racist that's watching me, first of all, that. Second of all, we don't give a damn. Third of all, go out there to Florida with him. Go on out there with him, because we already know that the Senate is possibly 9 times out of 10 not going to do what they're supposed to do, their Senate duty, the duty that we elect these people for. So it's not going to happen. So I'm not going to say that it's a waste of time, but you and myself as Americans, the president of the United States, when they serve and their terms are up, we cover their salaries for the rest of their lives. That includes their security detail, their salaries. They are able to fly. They have a budget to fly every year. They have a budget to vacation every year. This is literally a retirement fund once you're finished servicing as commander-in-chief of this country. And now, because Trump is living off of us still, and yes, he's responsible for the insurrection on the Capitol. And yes, I don't care what nobody says, he is a racist. Period. If you don't like it, we still love you, but share the video before you leave. We appreciate it. So yes, Texas needs to go blue. Texas needs to go blue. And Trump got an office called the office of the former president. Yay. Enough for his ass, because I just don't want to be bothered with him no more. He's gone. Good riddance. Thank God. There is a God. He must have heard our prayers, and he must have saw us suffering like the Israelites, because it was time for him to get on up out of there. What's up, my baby brothers watching? What's going on, baby brother? So one more thing we're going to talk about. I received a question. It's a rather convoluted question, because it's going to take a lot more than just a few minutes. I got about 13 minutes to talk, because I'm going to only be on for an hour tonight. So I got a question for one of our viewers, and this question actually we were actually going to talk about it on MTG Live. But before I do that, I just definitely want to remind you guys to go ahead and remember that there is an actual place that I need you to go, a place I need you to visit, and that is FNS Tax Services, virtual, fast, and efficient. Call my girl Felicia at 214-927-3660. Again, taxservice.com. Again, she will get your maximum refund guarantee. Make sure you give her a telephone call, because she's definitely going to be able to help you, give you some information and things of that nature that you'll be able to file your taxes efficiently. So make sure you do that. Again, FNS Tax Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring Master Gas on tonight. So we appreciate that. Now let's talk about something. So again, the question that came to me today. Oh, you know what? One more thing. That's what our show lineup. Our show lineup. This is what we got. This is what Master Gas got going on every week. Of course, Monday nights, it's Monday Night Madness, first and third Mondays. And Stupid is Real is second and fourth Thursdays. That's with me. Monday Night Madness is with Miss Shimmy. Wednesday nights is Happy Hour with Hendrix. On Thursday nights, the first and third Thursdays is MTG After Dark. Second and fourth Thursdays is F-Bomb. That's my crew, F-Bomb crew. Check them on tomorrow. And of course, Friday nights is MTG Live, where you see the entire crew. We're all together, and we're making a whole lot of ruckus and a whole lot of noise, and we don't care what you think or say. So we love you anyway. That's our show lineup. Make sure you guys follow us. Thank you again, Twitter. We sure appreciate you. Tweet us at the gas. That's us. No, again, don't know why the gas, but just do it. Okay. So again, thank you, YouTube. We appreciate your Mash Gas Entertainment. Follow us on YouTube, and as well as our new channel on Twitch TV at Mash the Gas Entertainment. So now let's get to this question. Question came to me, and this is what the question says here. It says, what do we do as a Black community to bring back the sense of family structure and order? And how do we instill this in our Black men? Now, I should have typed that question in, but that is a long question, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But again, the question says, what do we do as a Black community to bring back the sense of family structure and order, and how do we instill this in our men? Well, I'm going to tell you this, viewer. Thank you so much for sending the question in to me. I appreciate that. And answers, a couple of answers I do have. Again, we're going to have to revisit this, because this goes very, very deep, and there's a lot of conversation to be had about this topic. But first off, as a Black community, to bring back the sense of family structure, we need to dig into our family dynamics and the foundation of our families. a lot of times, especially when homes in Black communities are broken, single family homes, regarding to whatever situation, secrets, again, what goes on in this house stays in this house. All these dynamics have to be rebuilt and revisited because it starts from the neck down. It starts from the head down. And if we cannot go into our family structure and not only have the tough conversations, but stop the actual behavior from happening in our families, then we could definitely have more of a family structure. Now, if you have never had family structure, then you don't know what that is. I'm gonna say that again. If you've never had family structure, then you don't know what that is. And family structure is structure that assists you in progressing in your life. Structure. Now, there are some people that have had a lot of things happen in their families that were not so structural. Maybe some of us grew up in a mental abusive home. Maybe some of us grew up in a physically abusive home where we may have witnessed our parents being abused, witnessed different things happening to us. There are a lot of different things in our homes. A lot of child molestation or rape goes on in our Black communities as well. You know, a lot of different things happen to mess with the dynamics. And sometimes, and oftentimes, what we do is ignore the problem. Some of us, you know, it bothers me sometimes that we know that there are problems going on. You see the problems happening. You see the different things are going on in your home, in your life that's happening. And what we do, we say nothing about it. The problems carry on and more problems pack on top of that. It's just like sweeping dirt under a carpet. After a while, you're going to have a big ass hill of issues. And the more you sweep under there, the steeper the hill gets. And in order for you to clean that clutter, you have to be able to unpack the dirt that's under the rug. So that is one way that we can look at family value. And honestly, from a baby on up, that's when you start learning values about yourself, your confidence, everything about you that you becomes a part of it. And the thing is that you have to be able to say, oh, well, this did happen to me, or confront the issue that happens in our families. So that's definitely one thing that we could do to instill some kind of family value. Thank you, sis. That we can do. Another thing that we could definitely look at with this question, uh, home life. Listen, y'all. When I was growing up, the whole community got in your ass when you did something wrong. If I shot a light out, and I've shot many like street lights and shit out with my BB gun or my pellet gun. I used to tear them street lights out. I go all down the street, shooting them lights out. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, I was a badass. I didn't give a shit, but I was busting out the street lights because I wanted to. Not thinking that that's for the safety of people, because as kids, you don't think about safety shit. You just want the street to be dark. That's it. Them bright ass lights be all out there, and they make that buzzing sound when they come on, because you already knew when the street lights come on, you got to go home. And you way down the street, you hear that light click, and you're like, damn, man, I gotta go home. So what did I decide to do? I decided to shoot the lights out. Well, one of the neighbors saw me, and I got in big trouble. Okay, and now we don't have our villages anymore. It takes a village to tackle one. We don't have our villages anymore. And if every time that little LaQuasha and Jerome them, when they time for their asses to do something, and you tell them, not, and you tell them to do it, and they don't do it, they walk off like they don't hear you. And that's why you got to grab them. You got to grab them like you're grabbing something off a clearance rack or something. Because sometimes value and community we don't even allow near our children. Because sometimes some parents, and yes, we are big with this, we will allow our children to have rewards and they asses ain't worth a damn. They'll be somewhere acting a fool in school. They talk back to you. They throw stuff at you. They have an attitude. They roll their eyes. They don't know how to treat their peers. And then all of a sudden, you buy them a PlayStation 5 for Christmas. Or all of a sudden they got the newest doll out. Or all of a sudden they got keys to a nice car. But they done disrespected you, your elders, they teachers, and everything during the whole goddamn school year. And you buy them a car. They get a PS5. They get Jordans. They get everything that they got to have. And they feel that it's okay to continue to maneuver in this bad behavior. And so if we do not allow other people to, let me say this softly, chastise your children, chastising is not beating your kids' ass. Chastising is putting them in their place. Agreed. Seriously. And we run around here like, I don't know what to do with her. I don't know what to do with him. He's so disrespectful. It's because you reward them when they have bad behavior. I couldn't have nothing until one time I remember I was learning my times tables, and I already knew what my times tables was, but I didn't want to study the multiplication chart no more because I knew my doggone multiplications. But when I got to the 12s, I stumbled. My mama whooped my behind because I, number one, didn't want to study, gave her an attitude about studying, and I lost my little card phone. Y'all know, remember we had our phones back in the day with the long cards. I lost my phone, and I had to take my answering machine in there. Y'all remember the answering machine that you got your tape in there, and you push play, and you rewind, and you listen to your messages. And I used to put a message on there, talk about hello, 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 psych, I ain't even here, and laugh, and whatever. Y'all know what that is, and then you lose all of that stuff. It makes you think twice about your bad behavior. And we was grounded for 2 weeks, a month, sometimes 2 months. And then all of a sudden, now we got the kids, we got to give them everything they want because we feel like the way that some of us feel like the way that we were brought up, the way that we were raised was too hard. And now you got badass kids running around here disrespecting folk and getting mad when your child is in jail. And then I'm sorry, then you're gonna be looking at talking about justice for Boo Boo Bay, justice for Laquan, justice for Jackson's ass. Starts at home. It starts at home. It starts at home. Our men, the reason why our men are in such dire strengths is because as a man, we do not have leadership from our own men because we got fellas, you know what I'm saying, that's in their 50s and 60s. Instead of some of them giving advice to us in our 20s, 30s, and 40s, they out there trying to sex up the women our age. They out there trying to hold on to whatever life they got on, and they holding on to it for a long time, and they trying to hang on to it. They ain't got time to deal with you and deal with what they brought into the world or deal with any responsibility because they chip. We need more male role models. We do. And single mothers, this is to you. If your child's father is nowhere around or is not actively participating in your child's father's life, if you gone over there to the church house or whatever, put that kid in the youth department. Put that kid somewhere in the darn men's department, the brotherhood department. You know, if you don't go to church, it's okay. You and your child get out there. Teach that boy how to cut a yard. Teach that boy how to trim some hedges. Teach that boy how to fix a doorknob. The young ladies, teach them how to keep their legs crossed and their skirts down. For real. For real. For real. So serious. Hey, Miss Wanda Scott, thank you for watching. Nasty bastards is what they is, Miss Wanda. They some nasty bastards is what they is. They out there, and listen, I don't care. Like y'all told y'all, stupid is real. I was gonna be on one tonight. I do not care. You're walking around here, you got all that dying shit in your hair. I see more men wear more makeup on their face. And you ain't got to be a homosexual for that. I'm talking about some of y'all that got the black dye, like somebody took a damn marker and filled that shit in on your damn head, and your damn edge of look like the crack of my damn wave cap on my head. Got so much makeup and base on your damn face till you can peel that off with a butter knife. You go around here and you do like that, and you see a whole skin complexion change. Brown, dark, brown, dark. That's what you see. And we too busy looking in the mirror. Now, I used to get in trouble for looking in the mirror all the time, and I like looking in the mirror because this skin is butter. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. But let me tell you something. More men look in the mirror at themselves than they look at their children. That is a proven statistic. More men than women look at themselves in the mirror than they do their own kids. That is a proven statistic. Proven over and over again. And guess what color is at the top of their list? I'll let you take a guess and see. More men look at themselves in the mirror. Yeah, they watch their own children. That is crazy. That is crazy. Now, like I said, I like to look in the mirror too, because this skin is butter, and I thank God for it. But let me tell you something. You got to be able to stop looking at different things and start paying attention to the life and the lives that God has granted you with to be on this earth and to be productive people in this society and in their spiritual walk. Whatever your beliefs is, I don't got nothing against you and your beliefs. Let me tell you something, because I'll be having issues with the church and stuff like that, but that don't mean I don't love God. That don't mean I want to leave different institutions. The only thing I'm telling you is it doesn't matter. Bad behavior is even in the worst of homes. And again, we need to have more role models for the babies. And if you know that you had it rough, and you know that there are different things that they may not be at your disposal, find someone. A lot of us are on Facebook. We look up everything. We're TikTok. We got everything. I heard that Snapchat was a chat for cheaters. I heard that today. I said, well, how's that a chat for cheaters? Because I don't have a Snapchat. Mash Gas has one. I don't even know how I even look. I ain't never even seen it before. But we got a Snapchat. And I was told today that Snapchat was for cheaters. I said, well, how is Snapchat for cheaters? And I was told that Snapchat's for cheaters because you could talk and your conversation disappear. And all you got to do is just refresh yourself of your conversation, and you can have a conversation and can't nobody even catch it because the shit ain't there no more. Now, ain't that something? 24 hours you walking around here with a Snapchat, and you done took all kind of pictures and shit and everything, and the shit is gone in 24 hours, and it's definitely a goddamn snap. It's a snap. And I was like, wow. So we can do all of this. Google is your best friend if you don't know how to do nothing else. Google is your best friend. And let me tell you, there are so many different organizations out here that rides in a balance. That's another thing of what I'm talking about. Texas Need to Go Blue. Different programs and things for our public schools. Y'all, how many programs do y'all have in y'all schools now? Do you still got shop or chop shop and shit that we used to have growing up? Do you still take classes to learn how to type fast? Are there any engineering courses that the babies are taking? What about technology courses to assist with cybersecurity and with learning how to work simple document-based programs like Microsoft Office and Adobe Reader and all of these different things? Where are those programs? But this is what we see in school all day long. Seriously. That's what we see. I'm just saying. So this is going to be a conversation that I'm going to bring up again, because there needs to be some kind of something to happen. You know, I refuse. I told my nephew one time, I refuse to let you throw your life away. And you going to fight me if you think that I'm going to let you do it. You going to fight me. We going to box, my nigga. That's what's like. We going to box. We going to box. Because as the patriarch of my family, ain't no man in my family younger than me throwing their lives away. I don't care what you say. I don't care if they looking at me or not. I'll kick your ass if you think that you're going to throw your life away. Because what you're going to do is either make something of yourself or you're going to go serve in the army some goddamn well. That's what's going to happen. Because stupid is real and we ain't got time for no shit. Because the black man is the bottom of the totem pole in this country. Now we thank President Biden for all that he's trying to do with racial equality, with finance and money and education and behavior and stuff like that. But let me tell you, if I was the goddamn president, the first order that I would make, literally as an executive order, as soon as I got my black ass in there, is that any kind of racism in this country or injustice that is to be found proven is automatic prison time. Any Confederate flag is now illegal in this country. I don't give a damn about your free speech. It is a racist piece of shit. That's what it is. Period. I will make an executive order to ban all that shit. And if you caught with it, you're getting federal time. Period. If we can give somebody the death penalty in Texas for murder, we damn sure can give you the death penalty for being a domestic terrorist. How about that one? If it's tried on a state level, let's do it like that. Because if you go to federal prison, that's day for day, day for day, day for day. So if you got 20 years, take 20 times 365. And that's how many days you're going to do. And you're going to do them day for day. You might as well go in there and get you and ask them people to put some money on your books and get you a whole lot of chalk, because you're going to be writing a whole lot of counting lines. Talking about, well, 5 days is down. You're going to have so many lines. You're going to have a whole wall of chalk lines, 20 years full of them. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for watching, because I love that you guys are watching. Again, don't forget my girl, Miss Fee, my Miss Felicia. Miss Fee is what I call her. Again, FNS Tax Services, fast, virtual, and efficient, or virtually fast, efficient, whatever you want to say. Call her at 214-927-3660. Again, hit her up at f.howard at fnstaxservice.com. Again, she will definitely get you your maximum refund that she can do, and also answer any IRS questions that you have. Please go ahead and give her a call or shoot her an email. She'll be more than happy to get you helped. And that is my show on tonight. That is my show. I'm in an hour 9 right now, so I went about 9 minutes over, which is okay. We try to cut it off before hour 15, and that's cool. Listen, all of you guys that's watching, do us a favor again. We should appreciate that. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We should appreciate that. I went over our actual show lineup. We haven't forgot about the beauty of the week. That is more in Hendrix vein. Unfortunately, Hendrix has been under the weather, and he will be back shortly. But he has been off of the show because he hasn't been well, and it's definitely my request that he gets completely well before he comes back. So you guys send some hearts, send some likes and stuff his way, and support him. Everything is going okay. We don't want anybody to panic or anything, because some of you guys have been asking about him. He is getting better. All right. Lupus is no joke. And listen, because of the weather changes and things like that, it impacts his body. So please keep definitely Hendrix in your prayers or whatever. And he'll definitely be back with us shortly. So definitely we will do that. Real quick, I was told today, and I'm getting off on this, but I owe my co-host Miss Shimmy an apology. On Friday night, me and Miss Shimmy, we had some words online. I got tired of her talking, and I cut her off. And I was told that I was being disrespectful. And so we have since then, of course, had a couple of meetings about this to make sure that number one, that I'm not disrespectful to any woman of any color at any time. All right. And to make sure that those that work with me definitely feel comfortable to have and exercise their voices. And so since I acted a damn fool publicly, because I did, I cut her off, and y'all know, again, I told y'all the name of my show is Stupid is Real. I am quite ignorant when I want to be. I'm quite stubborn when I want to be. However, I want to publicly apologize to Miss Shimmy because I definitely want you to be in a place where not only you're comfortable, but you feel free to do as I have asked you to do, and that I actually brought you into the show to do. Shimmy's doing a good job. However, sometimes Shimmy just don't know how to shut up, and that's just what it is. And I, you know me, I don't get in heated stuff. You know, if I feel like I'm getting heated, I retreat, because that's just best for both parties involved regarding whatever happens. But you know, the thing is that again, there's a way to argue, there's a way to discuss, there's a way to fight, there's a way to address, there's a way to do things. And because Master Gas is very publicly known, we want to make sure that as the leader and as the CEO, I want to make sure that every person that I work with, that I touch from this point and in future, that they're respected. And so I want to make sure that I didn't disrespect her. And we, like I said, we talked about it, and I'm apologizing because I tripped out and acted out in front of y'all. And that's not something that I want to happen, you know. And so that happens. And, you know, it's good, you know, because if we didn't clash, I will be worried if everything was always smooth sailing. You know what I mean? If everything wasn't, you know, something going on or whatever, then I would know that I do know that I'm building something fantastic. And even building a house, sometimes somebody put the wrong piece of wood in the wrong place and they have to go repair it or replace it. Or there's a screw that doesn't belong somewhere, or you didn't put the right piece of tile in the right place. Something happens while you're building. And that's what we're doing. We are building the brand. Listen, Master Gas Entertainment, we're going to take over the fucking big cast world. You better hear me when I say that. We're going to take over this shit. So just look for it, because it's happening. It is going to happen. I have nothing but stars with me. I have nothing but good folk with me. And that's one thing that I will not do, is be disrespectful. And so because I acted a fool online, I am publicly apologizing online because you guys should not have had to witness that. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go back and take a look at MTG Live on last Friday and flash forward to about like the middle of the show, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I thought about taking it down, but I was like, well, fuck it. It's up there anyway. It don't even matter. So it's there. You know, it's there. And like I said, you know, we good. We straight. We Gucci. And I promise you, we good. So on behalf of myself and the MTG crew, thank you so much for watching Stupid is Real on today. On next on tomorrow, like I said, F Bomb is going to be on. Check them out on tomorrow night. My cast of comedians, they are going to be great. They're going to come on. We're going to definitely do that. And also, we definitely want to make sure that you check out this Friday night. It's usually MTG Live, but I am not going to be on the show. However, the ladies of MTG will be on, and it will be ladies night again, and they're going to be talking about some really, really good and heavy topics. I believe is victim versus victor, and they're going to be talking about some different things on how women are becoming less of a victim and more victors. Or if you are a victim of some sort, they're going to be talking to you tomorrow so they can teach you how to be victorious. And that's going to be a great show on Friday. So I'm going to be watching. I won't be on, but I'll be watching. I can't wait for the ladies to definitely do what they need to do. Thank you, Katie. I sure appreciate that. Yeah, we all make mistakes. And, you know, I'm going to always apologize. And that's to anybody, not that just I work with, but anybody that I may offend, because I am offensive. I know I'm offensive. I know it, you know. And so you know, we all have to make sure that things are right, you know. And so that's all I want to do. I just want to do things right, live my life, and to get that positivity coming back to me, because I ain't got time for the negative. That's just what that is. So we love you. We thank you again. We appreciate you watching. Make sure you catch my crew on tomorrow night, F-Bomb, and then of course watch my ladies on this coming Friday. There may be an MTG pop-up really soon, so you guys just be paying attention, because we'll pop up at your business. We got a whole lot of businesses that we need to touch. We got a whole lot of businesses that we're going to touch this year. So be looking out for us, because we're definitely watching you, just like you're watching us. We appreciate you, love you, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace and love. God bless and all that good stuff.